Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy here, SavagePoptartz. Welcome back to a brand new video. So, I decided to once again do another story oriented video today. So, it's gonna be on the Smartie Epidemic. Now, this once again takes place in my school. So, let's get into it. So, the story begins in second period. Sorry if there's a little noise on the mic, I had to change it up. Okay, so anyways, this begins in second period, and it was a normal day once again. So, there's two different people I needed to tell you about first. Gerald, he's a funny kid, and then there's George. I'm just gonna call him George. So, George and Gerald, they are cool people, alright? So, anyways, so Gerald comes into class one day, and, Gerald. Gerald comes into class one day, and he has 3 different packs of Smarties, alright? So he walks up into class, everything's cool. He just, calmly eating them and all that. And then all of a sudden, George comes in here, and he's like, yo, let me see one of them packs of Smarties. So he gets the pack of Smarties, just starts, packing it. And we're, breaking up all the little pieces in it, and a little powder on the desk. How you would actually, break up Smarties and smoke them. Now, me, I had no idea what he was doing at first. I was like, what in the world are you doing, bro? You're making loud noises that all the class can hear, and you're disturbing my learning experience. So, he keeps on smacking them, packing them, breaking them up. And eventually, he has a decent amount of powder in there, and he just, goes, he just blows it out, you feel me? So, he just, kind of smoked them, and I was like, whoa, are you a magician? And he was like, no, it's simple. All you gotta do is break them up, and then you just breathe in and breathe out. So that was all it really was. The very first day, I feel like about maybe 20 different people did it, a fourth of our grade. I mean, I never saw a single girl do it, so that eliminates probably about half. But about a quarter of our males in our grade were actually doing this, so it was a decent amount of people. Oh, okay, so let me continue. So, second day, no, we're gonna skip to the third day, because that's when everything's actually getting interesting. So, second day, nothing really happened, it was just, normal. So, third day rolls around, and there's sort of, I feel like, the teachers were sort of catching on to us, More kids were kind of getting sane in class and smoking these Smarties. And it eventually kind of caught notice of most of the teachers actually. But some teachers, they never really found out about this somewhat underground movement. So, I think the next week rolls around, and this is whenever it starts going downhill. So, kids start getting caught in class with it. Now, the thing is that the science teacher, he finds out about this. He sees wrappers all over the place, dust everywhere, and he's like, you know what? This has to be stopped. So he, kind of put like a little bit of a small ban on it. And I mean, it wasn't dramatic. It was just like, you'll get a demerit if you don't know what demerit is. I said it in one of my previous videos. But anyways, so he said that you'll get demerit for it. You'll get punishment. So then this kind of caught everybody's attention, and they were kind of like, oh, we gotta stop doing this. But some of the, kind of dumber kids, they kept on doing it anyways. But me, I personally stopped. Yes, this is turning into a drug addiction commercial. But anyways, I stopped doing it. And eventually, a few other kids stopped doing it. But there was one kid, Gerald. Gerald did not stop. Alright, he had a whole big brick of Smarties in his locker. Alright. Now, the thing was that he told about me and about 5 other people who were actually at his locker. Now, there was this one kid who nobody really knew was gonna snitch on Gerald and get him, in trouble, but we don't know about this yet. So, I'm pretty sure it's that day. Yeah, it was that day in third period when, he gets in trouble for it. He pulls him out into the hallway, and I kind of just watch it, because since I'm on the other side of the room from the door, I just kind of watch it from my seat. So all I see is Gerald walk down to his locker and come back with the brick. Now, I started sharpening my pencil, and I heard a little bit about what they were saying, and they were like, why do you have a whole brick of Smarties in your locker? And then, you know, it kind of went down from there. So I'm pretty sure the excuse he made was that, you know, that he forgot to take them home. It's weird, alright. It's kind of sketchy. But he meant to tell them that he was going to go home with them and, you know, leave them there and not mess with them and bring them back to school. So, I mean, this started from something that wasn't really exactly the biggest deal ever and kind of rose in popularity, and it just went downhill. So this kid, well, Gerald, he gets sent to the office. He gets talked to by a whole bunch of, you know, higher people in the hierarchy of school. Eventually, he's fine. I think the next week, he kind of told me everything that happened. Not the next week. The next day, he told me everything that happened. He was like, our assistant principal was fine with everything because there was nothing in the handbook that said he couldn't have Smarties on him or anything like that. So he was all good. I mean, he was fine. And he really didn't get any trouble at all. Well, except for a few demerits, but that was it. But anyways, guys, this is the end of the story right here. I'm going to conclude this video by saying that don't smoke Smarties unless you're at a party and you want to you're like, you know what, man, I got you at drug test in the next 2 months. I can't be smoking no weed, and you just result to Smarties. All right, it's a good idea, guys. It's a good idea. Is it good for your lungs? And it's better than cigarettes. I will say that. So if you're having an addiction problem, just resort to Smarties. Best way. All right. So, anyways, guys, remember that Bill Cosby was in fact innocent, and be sure to subscribe for more toasted content like this. See you guys. Peace. Yeah, bye.
Okay, my money way longer than a NASCAR race. I told her keep going on and get